Namaskar everyone. Today we will do the chapter 9, the last chapter of PA1. Okay, we will do the revision of the last chapter of PA1, chapter 9, our natural resources, forests and wildlife. In our previous lecture we have completed the revision of chapter number 8, soil, our natural resources. In our chapter number 8 you learned that soil is also a natural resource. Okay, without soil plant cannot grow and we will not get food. Okay, so soil is needed for growing the plant. Okay, so in this chapter we will read about the forests and wildlife. Why these forest and wildlife are called natural resources? You will revise these things in this chapter, and also you will revise that why forest and wildlife are very important for us and why we need to conserve them. Okay, so all the things which are given in your textbook, which you have completed in the explanation time, I wrote here as a keynotes. So we will read the keynotes and I will explain you each and every keynotes. Okay, so let's see. Natural resources are gifted to man by nature. All the natural resources are made up by the nature. Okay, this is the gift. These are the gift for us which nature gave us. Okay, and these resources included air, water, land, forests and minerals. Now, which resources gifted by the God to the man? Air. Air is our natural resource. We need air for breathing. Okay, without air we cannot live. And also water. Water is very necessary for life. Okay, and land. If air, water are present but there are no land, then where will any organism lives? Okay, now forests are very important for us because forests give us food, timber, wood, medicines, etc. And minerals are the substance which are very useful. By using the minerals we manufacture the other important things. You have completed these topic minerals, our natural resource, in your chapter number 15. We will also revise this chapter again. Okay, so these are the things which our nature gifted to us. Okay, our nature gifted to man. Okay, so these resources included air, water, land, forest and minerals. Okay, now here is human resource is one of these resources. Okay, now air, water and land, forest and minerals are our natural resources, but human being is also a resource, because without human all the resources are we can say that all the without human resource nobody will use these resources. These resources will like as waste thing. Okay, because if nobody is there to use them, it like to a waste, because human resource is the most important resources, because the use of the other resources depend on it. Okay, now some resources, you have already learned that some resources are found in a limited quantity whereas others are found in large quantity. Now see, the quantities of all the resources are differ. Some resources are available as a unlimited quantity whereas others are found in limited quantities, like our coals, like our minerals, forests are limited. Okay, but air is unlimited, but we polluted it. Water is also sufficient for us. Nature provided sufficient water on the earth, but we polluted and we disturbed the water cycle. So now we are facing the lack of water on the earth. Okay, but air, water are renewable resource जो दोबारा बन सकते हैं. Okay, but our minerals are non-renewable. That is why these are known as the limited. When we will completely used all the minerals which are available on our earth or in the underground of the earth, there will no minerals because these are limited. Okay, these are like as minerals are available like as a piggy bank. When you store the rupees in your piggy bank and you started to use them, or you are not putting the other or saving the other money in the piggy banks, then what will happen? Your piggy bank will be finished, will be completely, it will completely, what will this happen? It will completely became empty. Okay, so resources are like this, our limited resources like as our piggy bank. Okay, now resources can be classified as exhaustible or non-renewable, inexhaustible or renewable. Now see, I told you that air and waters are renewable. Okay, that it means these are inexhaustible means renewable जो दोबारा बन सकते हैं, exhaustible मीन्स नॉन रिन्यूएबल जो दोबारा नहीं बन सकते. ओके, कोल्स, गोल्ड, these things known as the exhaustible. Okay, non renewable. But air, water are known as the renewable resource, but because of us waters we are facing the lack of water on the earth. We have disturbed the water cycle and also polluted the air. Okay, now buildings, machines, dams, factories, etc. are man-made resources. We have two types of resource, natural resource and man-made resource. So which are the natural resources? Air, water, land, forest and minerals are the etc. are the natural resource. But building, it means when the human being used the natural resource and manufactured the other useful things by using the natural resource or raw material, that manufactured thing known as the man-made resource. Okay, so building, machines, dam, factories, etc. are man-made resources. Now land covered with natural vegetation. Now in this chapter we will read about the forest and wildlife. We will read forest as our natural resource and wildlife also. So what is called forest? What do you mean by the forest? See, what is the meaning of forest? Land covered with natural vegetation is called forest area. See, a place, I am drawing here a place which is covered with natural vegetation. Many trees and different types of trees are available on a large area. This is called the forest. Okay, this is called the forest. Okay, so land covered with natural vegetation means it is the vegetations are grown there naturally. Okay, is called forest area. Okay, when man grow the plants, we shown the seeds and plants grow, that is known as the park, not a forest. Okay, forest are those land which are covered with natural vegetation. It means plants are grown there naturally. Okay, now see, forests are our natural properties. Okay, the forests are also known as the our natural properties, and forests are also comes or included in a property of a country. Okay, now the Indian forest area is less than the required 33% of total land. We must increase the forest area. Now in this chapter, what did you learn? That in our India we have a few forest. We have not a sufficient forest according to our population. Okay, why? How many forests are available in India? In India only 20% of land is covered with forest, whereas it should have a minimum of 33%. Okay, so we must increase the forest area. Okay, now why forests are important for us? Because forests give us many things such as raw materials like wood, okay, for industries, and food and shelter to wildlife. Okay, our forests are a big shelter of wildlife. Wildlife means the animals and birds live in these forests. Forests are home to wild animals. Different types of animals and birds live in these forests. Okay, now there are many types of forest in India: deciduous, evergreen, thorny, mountain, mangrove, etc. Okay, and which type of forest is evergreen forest? Evergreen forest are found in area with hot and humid climate. They are found in areas with heavy rainfall. Okay, and the evergreen forest have a variety of trees, and the trees are very long in forest area. Okay, and the deciduous forest mainly found in the monsoon type of climate. That is why deciduous forest also known as the monsoon forest. And in India, see, most of our country, it means India, is covered with deciduous forest. Okay, now in India, deciduous, evergreen, thorny, mountain and mangrove forest are also found. Okay, in India, wildlife is rich and varied, though some species are disappearing. In India, India is very rich in wildlife and varied, but because of lack of the forest, some species are disappearing. They became they extinct. Okay, uh, they uh, they uh, they became in danger. Also became in danger. Some are disappearing and some are in danger. Okay, and our government is taking step to protect the wildlife, to save the species. Okay, now we have many national parks and birds sanctuaries. Our government started to or take our government is taking step to protect the wildlife. Government makes the national parks and bird sanctuaries. Okay, and wildlife sanctuaries save the endangered species. I told you many species are disappearing, and many species are in endangered. Okay, खतरे में है, वो एक दिन खत्म ना हो जाए ऐसी कंडीशन में है. Okay, so wildlife sanctuaries, we have many wildlife sanctuaries in our countries like Kaziranga National Park, Corbett National Park, Sundarbans in West Bengal, Manas Wildlife Sanctuary in Assam, it's a Periyar in Kerala, and Bandipur in Karnataka. Okay, these are the wildlife sanctuaries. Okay, and Sariska, Ranthambore and Bharatpur in Rajasthan. Okay, we have many wildlife sanctuaries and national parks. Some of them are Kaziranga National Park, Corbett National Park, Sundarbans in West Bengal, Manas Wildlife Sanctuaries in Assam, Periyar in Kerala, Bandipur in Karnataka, Kanha in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and Gir in Gujarat. Most of the student among of you have seen the Gir National Park. Okay, so now the revision of this chapter is completed, beta. If you have any doubt, you can ask me freely. Okay, and you have to note down all your doubts in your notebook, and you have to ask all the doubts in our online lecture. Okay, so now see, we will do the question and answer and all the exercise of the revision sheet. See, what is forest? Land covered with natural vegetation is called forest, as you learned. Okay, natural vegetation means all the plants grown there naturally. Which things forest provide us? Which thing forest provide us? Forest give us many things such as raw material for industries and food, shelter to wildlife. Okay. Mainly which type of forest is found in India? Most of part of India is covered with deciduous forest. Okay. Now write the different types of forest which are found in India: deciduous, evergreen, thorny, mountain, mangrove. Okay, these are the forests which are found in India. Okay, now write two types of resources. We can write any two. I wrote here forest and minerals. You can write any two which you like to write here. Okay, now which forest is mostly found in India? Same question but in different ways. Okay, so answer is same, deciduous. Now see the true or false exercise B. Exercise B, we will do the exercise B. We have unlimited natural resources. Yes, this is true or false? Tell me. Yes, think. We have unlimited natural resources. This statement is false because our some resources are limited and some are unlimited. So we cannot say that we have unlimited natural resources. So this statement is false. Now second is buildings are our natural resources. Who make the building? Man makes the building. So this is not a natural resource, it is a man-made resource. Okay, so this statement is also false. Now we have many national parks and bird sanctuaries. Yes, this is true. Now India is covered with mangrove forest. Which forest is mainly found in India? See here, it's a deciduous. So this statement is also false. All are false. Wildlife sanctuaries, this is true. This one is true. See, this is true. And this is false. Fourth is false. Now, wildlife sanctuaries save the endangered species. Yes, this is true. Okay. Now, sorry, it's true. Now, Sundarban forest are a home of the Royal Bengal tiger. Yes. Royal Bengal tiger. Yes. The last sixth one is also true. Okay, beta. So now our revision sheet PA1 course in revision sheet is completed. Okay, in our next lecture we will start the revision from term 1. Okay, the first chapter of term 1 will be chapter 10, agriculture. Okay, so now everyone take care, goodbye, and complete your revision sheet in homework.